In this first round of CPW Science as a 10th grader, we're going to be finding basic information in a model, selecting two or more pieces of data from a simple data presentation, determining how the values of variables change as the value of another variable changes in a simple data presentation, and comparing or combining data from a complex data presentation. You know you'll be successful this week if we can 1. Determine a correct answer from a scientific model, 2. Determine a correct answer by reading a graph, 3. Define the relationship between two scientific variables in terms of increasing or decreasing, and 4. Analyzing a complex model to determine a correct answer. In the first question, it asks, according to Figure 2, which of the following minerals would most likely be found only in rocks of a medium grade? So in this question, we have to find Figure 2 and isolate what is considered a medium grade, shown here in this red box. Out of the 4 options given to us, only one is solely within the box. So our answer for number 1 is C, kyanite. In question number 2, it asks us to refer to Figure 1. And according to Figure 1, a facies G rock will most likely form under which of the following pressure and temperature conditions? So there is a lot of things going on here. We're looking at pressure, which is on the left-hand y-axis, and we're looking at temperature, which is on the x-axis. And then we need to isolate the facies G rocks. So that's been pre-highlighted for you on the screen in yellow. And I'm going to put this line here to determine where the top of the facies G limits are in terms of pressure, because this will minimize the number of responses I can give. So looking at my options, just looking at pressure, I have 3, 5, 8, and 11. But after drawing that line, I see that 3, 5, and 8 are above the line, which are nowhere near facies G. So that eliminates A, B, and C as possible answers. So the answer is D for this particular question. In question number 3, it asks, Figure 1 indicates that as depth increases, pressure does what? So I have to look at depth, which is on the right-hand y-axis, and I have to look at pressure on the left-hand y-axis. And I'm actually not looking at what's going on inside of the figure at all. I'm looking solely at the numbers on the actual axis themselves. So as depth increases, so as depth goes up, meaning the numbers are getting bigger, pressure is also going up. So pressure is also increasing. So the answer to number 3 is C. Our last question for this week asks, Hornfels is a metamorphic rock formed when magma or molten rock heats sedimentary rocks on Earth's surface. This is a key item in this paragraph. According to Figure 1, Hornfels is most likely a member of which of the following facies? So back to Figure 1 where we have pressure, depth, and temperature. Earth's surface implies that we need to look at depth. And the surface piece especially means we're looking at a depth that's pretty shallow, so around 0. And the only facies that's in that area is facies A. So the answer to number 4 is A. So to recap, our answers for CPW this week are 1C, 2D, 3C, and 4A. Until next week.